it's Vanessa, the Crafty Gemini, and I'm coming to you from what is soon to be the first ever Crafty Gemini fabric shop and studio. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know that for the past 2 years, I've had a small studio in town in Gainesville, Florida, near where we live, and I've just taught classes there. It's a private studio where I've been teaching classes to kids and adults in all kinds of stuff, from garment sewing to quilting, crochet even, things like that. So now we've decided to expand a little bit more, and we are going to combine that studio space into this retail store. So we're in this space right now. We've been working really hard to renovate it. That's why I look a hot mess. We're also in the process of moving everything from the smaller studio into here. The floors just recently got done. We're done with the painting. We're adding baseboards all around the edges today. And then we're gonna start moving stuff in later today. We have the back room here filled with storage of stuff that we've already been bringing over from the smaller studio, and I'm super excited to get this space done up with all the ideas that I have for it. Now this is an almost 2,300 square foot space, so it's quite large. We have a really large window out front. We get a lot of natural light coming in here, but the rest of the space is pretty closed off. But I do like that there's kind of different sections in different areas. So the one section back here is going to be our classroom, and then the rest of this space on this side is going to be retail space. And the way that that's going to work is that if people come in to shop, they can see what the class is working on without interrupting or having to walk through the class. So I really like the way that it's kind of partitioned off already naturally in the floor space that we have here. Then in the back there, we have another smaller section where I'm going to put my long arm machine, and I will eventually be renting time on it. I have a lot of locals and girls in our Modern Quilt Guild, in our Gainesville Modern Quilters Guild, who want to be able to quilt their own quilts, but they don't have the space or a long arm machine, so they can come in here and be able to rent time on my machines and do that there. And then the back room, there's another room back there what we're using for storage and inventory, where we will be doing all our online shipping. So for those that have already asked, if you don't live near Gainesville, Florida, and you can't come in to visit the shop once it's set up, we will be selling most of the exact same inventory in store that we will have online. So as I do little videos and pop-up sneak peeks and things, if you're not able to get into the shop to purchase, we will also include links on where you can go to our online shop and purchase stuff there. If you don't know, we already have a really chunky online store that has over 100 different products already available for sale, both physical products and access to my online courses, clubs, and PDF patterns that have video courses that go along with them. So a lot of plans and a lot of fun stuff coming up in the new Crafty Gemini fabric shop and studio. So let me give you a quickie tour. This is facing out. This is the large window that we have out front, so a lot of natural light. And we have a cute little parking lot. Okay, so we should have plenty of spots here for visitors to pull in. Then we are inside here, and there's a big mirror there where I'm going to use some fabric markers and write things like sales, specials, and things like that. This area here is what I'm calling my sewing bar. And right here in this floor space that we have, and I'm trying not to move the tripod too much, but in this space here, we're gonna have a little seating area with some couches, a coffee table with some books and magazines. And that way when people wanna sit down and either crochet or knit, or say there's parents waiting for their kids to get out of a class, they can sit here in a little waiting area and just hang out, all right? Then this area is going to be a sewing bar, and I'll talk about that in a future video, but it's going to be kind of an ergonomic sewing station. I know a lot of people are really getting into standing up and sewing, and so that is what I have planned for this area here. We have some plugs underneath, so I'll have set up machines there, and this will kind of be like an open sewing bar, where if people want to rent time on a sewing machine, they can come in here and use this if they don't want to sit at a table in the classroom. So now you can see this is the main space. So on the left side of this space will be retail, and then this area here will be our classroom. And you can see we have a large bathroom off to the side here. This will be my classroom. I've already played around with setting up tables and chairs just to visually see a little bit more what I have to work with, and I'm able to comfortably fit in here 8 different sewing stations with cutting tables still and 2 ironing stations, big ones, on each end of the classroom. So I'm really happy about that. Then we'll keep walking back here, and I'll stop for a minute so that I can turn on the lights back here and you can see what I have planned for this space. All right. So you can see we have another little room back here, and this is where I'm going to set up the long arm, either 1 or 2. I have one at the other smaller studio, and then I have another long arm at home, so I'm debating whether to just bring 1 or bring 2 in here. And then that back room is storage and inventory, and my husband's office because he handles all the shipping and inventory and stuff like that. So this is going to be a nice big space. We still have to add the baseboards to the entire space, but you can see looking from the back, there's a classroom area, all this will be retail space, and then we have the front of the shop. So I'm really happy with the way that this is turning out so far, and I will keep you all posted. A lot of people have already been driving by or asking me when we're going to be open, and to tell you the truth, I have no idea, because renovations always take longer than planned, and as soon as I know, I will let you all know. All right, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of kind of the before version of my new Crafty Gemini fabric shop and studio. And again, the location is in Gainesville, Florida. I will give more details and everything once we are open for business. I'm super excited about the space. We have a very artsy community here. It's a college town where the University of Florida is. And I'm excited to have this kind of space. We have no fabric shops, independent fabric shops that is, in town. There's only like the basic big box stores that we have right now. There's another quilt shop that's about 35 minutes away, and they're closing at the end of this month. Another one a couple hours away is closing, so I'm happy to be opening up a local, independently owned fabric shop where I'll also be teaching classes in a variety of different crafts, right? So thanks again for watching this video. If you know anybody or plan to come by Gainesville, Florida soon, be sure to share this with your friends, tag the video, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on Facebook so you can stay up to date with the latest news on my new fabric store, and I hope to see you in the shop. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.